Hi guys, and welcome back to yet another Hogwarts Mystery time limited side quest. We are doing the treasure hunt, and it seems like it's only 2 parts on this one, so it might be a short video. But we are going to talk to Hagrid. Let's see what he has to say. Timberly, glad you made it. Hello Hagrid, what did you want to see us about? Got an idea that I think the three of you can help with. Allow me to explain what I've got in mind. I take it you're all familiar with NIFFLERS, the furry creature that's always searching for shiny things. They even employed by Gringotts curse breakers to find treasures at cursed sites. But to be good at their job, those NIFFLERS need training. You want us to train NIFFLERS to search for treasures? Yeah, I want you to try different methods of training and see what works best. NIFFLERS mean different things to different people. Some love them, others think they are trouble or worse. I'm rather fond of NIFFLERS myself, but I'm interested to hear what you think of NIFFLERS, Timberly. Well, they are trouble. NIFFLERS are trouble waiting to happen. Wherever a NIFFLER goes, mischief is sure to follow. You're not wrong, Timberly. NIFFLERS have a special knack for getting into trouble. With your help, we will find out the best methods of training NIFFLERS to search out specific types of treasures. You can count on us, Hagrid. Great, I will see about getting everything ready. Timberly, I think your NIFFLER would be perfect for this little assignment. We'll go to the magical creature reserve to say hello before we start. What about Marula and Ben? They don't have NIFFLERs of their own. Not to worry, I've asked the ministry to loan us some novice and NIFFLERs that haven't been trained yet. When I've got everything sorted, I will be in touch. I can't wait to get started. Okay. Fang is playing with a bird? What the heck? Okay, here we are. And here is the 3 NIFFLERs. Which one is mine? Oh, he's so cute. Hello, everyone. Hello, Timberly. There's someone here who wants to say hello. Hello, NIFFLER. He's so cute, adorable. But also mischief and trouble. Ben and Marula meet Sebastian and Lorelei, your 2 novice NIFFLERs. Oh, brown one. Choose whichever NIFFLERs you want, do your best to get to know them and show them lots of love. I will take Lorelei. Ben, you can have the other one. Okay. I haven't named my NIFFLER yet. Now that you have got your NIFFLER, let's get started with training. There are a few schools of thought when it comes to training, so let's start by discussing different techniques. The tricky thing about training NIFFLERs is getting them to focus. They want to grab every shiny thing they say. The key is get them to seek out only the treasure you want them to find and to leave everything else alone. Only the treasure we want us to find. What kind of treasure would that be, Hagrid? Leprechaun gold, of course. I will give each of you a few pieces to use when training your NIFFLERs. You're just giving us gold to train with. I suppose you will be wanting it back after we're done. Well, it probably won't come to that, Marula. The thing about leprechaun gold is, whatever Lorelei and I are going to show you, all just how effective our approach will be. I've already chosen what kind of approach you're going to take to training your NIFFLER. Of course, I will use a firm hand with Lorelei. When she knows whose boss, she's sure to be obedient. That's one way to do it, but it's not the only way. A gentle hand can be just as effective, especially with a kind creature like a NIFFLER. What's the difference between a gentle hand and a firm hand as training methods? Well, with a gentle hand, there's lots of praise, lots of treats, and lots of love. It focuses on positive reinforcement. If your NIFFLER does something right, you give it a treat. If it does something wrong, you just move on and hope it gets it right next time. That's just naive. If you want a creature to do something, you need to be firm. Marula's firm hand approach stresses discipline and dominance. It's all about being the boss. Naturally, that's why it's so effective. These approaches seem quite different. That's right, so what do you think, Timberly? Which approach to training your NIFFLER will you choose? A gentle hand, of course. I think the gentle hand is the best when it comes to training a creature like a NIFFLER. Also any other creature as well. Hopefully that will encourage it to repeat the behaviors I want to reinforce the most. I should have known you choose the soppy approach, Ironclaw. Don't complain to me when your NIFFLER only does what it wants. Experimenting with different approaches is part of why we're doing this. I'm eager to see how you do it. Just make sure your NIFFLERs know you love them and everything will be fine. Once you've had a chance to train your Niffler some, I will be in touch to start the next phase. Thanks, Hagrid. I will start training Niffler right away. Okay, I need to name her something. I'm gonna do that before the next part. Okay, I named my little Niffler. You will see it when it comes up in the conversation what the name is. Hi, Kimberly. Ben told me about your Niffler training. Yeah, he's so cute. She, actually. Is that your Niffler? Oh, it's so cute. Its name is Sophie, and I go to train it to search for leprechaun gold. That sounds like so much fun. I'd love to help in any way I can. I have something fun to share too. My gran sent me this necklace. Ooh, it used to belong to my gran when she was a student here. Is that gold? What do you think about the necklace, Timberly? Is it too much? Be honest. I can tell it has a lot of sentimental value since it's part of your family for so long. Yeah. It does. It's been passed down through the Hayward family for as long as I can remember. I'm going to keep this safe in my dorm for now, but I don't want to lose a treasure like this. Oh, Niffler trouble. It looks like Sophie is a fan of my necklace too. Well, it is shiny. It's exactly the sort of thing that a Niffler might. That gives me an idea. Penny, how do you feel about using this necklace to help train my Niffler? Of course, I want to help, Timberly. What do you have in mind? I need to train Sophie to search for leprechaun gold, but leave other treasures alone. Other treasures? You mean like my necklace? Exactly. I plan to be nice and gentle when it comes to training Sophie. With your necklace and my leprechaun gold, we will have 2 types of bait to use for Niffler training. Sure, this sounds like fun, as long as I get my necklace back, of course. Yeah, don't run off with the necklace, please. Be a good Niffler. It's not drawn to my hair, is it? I just shampooed it and it's super shiny. Oh, Penny. Oh, good job! You did it, Sophie. Well done. I think you're definitely starting to get it, Emily. That little dance. I guess the gentle hand approach really does work. A few treats and a little praise can make a big difference. Really seems to understand that choosing their leprechaun gold will mean more treats and more love. I will keep practicing with Sophie. Thanks for all your help, Penny. No problem. Good luck in your training, Timberly. Should check in with Hagrid. He said the next phase of Niffler training will start soon. Now they are already playing together. Shoot, shoot! With positive reinforcement and gentle hands, Sebastian and I are doing great. I will have you know that training with Lorelei with her firm hand is going exceptionally well. Get him in. Alright, everyone's here. I trust you have all got some Niffler training in so far. Now it's time for the next bit. I've set up a fun challenge to help you in your training. A treasure hunt. A treasure hunt? Like real Castburgers? Will the treasure we hunt be cast? Of course not, Ben. You will be hunting for leprechaun gold, just like you did in training. I have hid leprechaun gold all over Hogwarts. And to make it interesting, the one who finds the most treasure wins the whole pot of leprechaun gold. Not to mention the title greatest treasure hunter at Hogwarts. Wow, a whole pot of gold, I can only believe it. It's all just for fun. The thing about leprechaun gold is... Timberly, this is amazing. I think Sebastian will do quite well. How do you think your Niffler will fare? Yeah, we will win. Sophie and I are planning for victory. The 2 of us will win for sure. Then I suppose the game is on. Sebastian and I will give you our best effort. Alright, Ben? May the best Niffler win. I'm the best trainer. Except Marula. Just between you and me, and I hope she does win. Why isn't Marula saying anything? He's right beside her. I hope you're ready to start a hunt, because the first place you'll be looking for gold is right here in my garden. So you best get to searching. You did it, Sophie. You found the gold. Yay. Well done, Timberly. You're off to a great start. Was that the only piece of gold in your garden, Hagrid? Yeah, but there's leprechaun gold hidden all over Hogwarts. And we should get going. I want to win that leprechaun gold. Just a bit of fun. Don't take this too seriously. Or they're already gone. I better get going too. It looks like the competition is heating up. Yeah, it certainly does. And I think a leprechaun gold is not like real gold. So Ben is too excited. And that is why probably Marula doesn't say much. Because she already knows. Oh, it can be in here. What is it, Sophie? Do you think there's leprechaun gold hidden in the potions classroom? Come on, let's look around. Not so fast, Ironclaw. Lorelei and I were here first. If anyone is going to find the treasure, it will be us. Marula, you can't just stop me from searching for gold here. You're not in charge of this classroom. Perhaps not, Miss Ironclaw, but I am. Professor Snape, Miss Snape has informed me of your little treasure hunt. I will not have my classroom befooled by some childish game. But Professor, do not interrupt me, Miss Ironclaw. I have in fact already found the gold that was hidden in this room, rather clumsily, I might add. So any rooting around you might do with those insufferable creatures will be a futile exercise. Okay, I agree that NIFFLERS can be a lot. They are more than just a lot, they are mischief incarnate, and I want them out of my classroom. Then perhaps it's best if we conclude the business quickly so we can be on our way. Professor, if I may, there must be some way we can convince you to share the gold with Marula and I. Perhaps there is. Madame Pomfrey has informed me that the hospital wing is starting to run low on Wiggenwell potion. It has been requested that I brew a large batch of Wiggenwell potion to bolster their supply. If you and Miss Knight can relieve me of such a menial task, I would consider splitting the gold between you. We agree, Professor. We do, Professor. Very well, then I suggest you get to work and I expect these Wiggenwell potions to be flawless. Oh, look at us making potions with our little NIFFLERS. I think it's just some final clicking. Yeah, there we go. Miss Knight, your work is flawless, as expected. Ironclaw, your Wiggenwell potions are passable. Will you honor our agreement to split the gold between me and Marula, Professor? Very well, I place your price right here. 1 coin. How are we supposed to split that? I suppose it can go to only one of you. Professor, this isn't what we agreed. Life is full of disappointment, Miss Ironclaw. Recall that I didn't say how much gold I found. Perhaps there's another way to settle this, Professor? Quiz us on our Wiggenwell potion knowledge. The one who gives the correct answers will win the gold. Very well, Miss Knight, you will have your wish. Here is my question. While Wiggenwell potion is important for healing many ailments, it also functions as a potent antidote. So tell me, Wiggenwell potion acts as an antidote to what harmful substance? I don't remember what Weirdosaurus is. Draught of the Living Death. I don't think that one helps, I guess. It's either Basilisk Venom or Weirdosaurus. I think Weirdosaurus? It's the answer, Weirdosaurus? That is incorrect, Miss Ironclaw. Weirdosaurus is far too sophisticated a poison to have such a simple antidote. No, the answer, Professor. Wiggen poison is the antidote of the Draught of Living Death. Oh god, it was. That is correct, Miss Knight. You will get a coin. As it should be, another stepping stone on my path to becoming the greatest treasure hunter at Hogwarts. The coin is awarded and your business here is concluded. Now kindly leave my classroom and take those infernal creatures with you. They are adorable, come on now. The treasure hunt takes a turn when Ben and Marula take things too far. It's up to you to protect Hogwarts from NIFFLER catastrophe. What? What are they doing? What is happening out here? Nothing yet. Timberlake, good to see you. Come to look for leprechaun gold? Well, you did send an owl saying there was treasure here. She looks nervous. And it looks like Sophie agrees with you. I found a few pieces so far. I didn't think it would be fair to have them all to myself. You'd help your competition just like that? Well, I wouldn't mind so much if you won the treasure hunt, Timberlake, just as long as Marula loses. And it's not as if I'm giving you all the advantage. I thought we could make a game of it. A game? What sort of game? A friendly race. Let's see who can find the last piece of leprechaun gold in the courtyard. Sebastian and I have built quite a report. I want to see how we measure up to you and Sophie. Alright, sounds simple enough. A race it is. But if I win, you will have to tell me why you want Marula to lose so much. Very good, we can start right now. Come on, Sebastian, let's go. Well, the reason is probably because she bullied him and like, yeah, during the first year. Oh, look who found it. Sophie. Sophie, you found it. Good job. Well done, Timberlake. That was close. We nearly tied. Thanks, Ben. I have to thank you for this. I wouldn't even be out here if you hadn't invited me. Tell you what, Kimberly, I will make you an offer. I've recently learned something very important about leprechaun gold. If you let me have that coin, I will tell you a secret of leprechaun gold. Deal? Okay. Alright, deal. Take the coin. Whatever the secret is, it sounds important. It is. I talked to Hagrid and he let it slip. Turns out leprechaun gold isn't really gold at all. It's an illusion and will disappear eventually. Leprechauns love to play jokes like that on humans. So all the leprechaun gold we found on this treasure hunt will just disappear? I'm afraid so, but it does make sense. Otherwise it would be strange for Hagrid to just hand out gold willy-nilly. I see. Thanks for telling me this, Ben. Now I know why you weren't so concerned about beating me. Yes, but I still don't want Merula to win. If she gets the title of the greatest treasure hunter at Hogwarts, we will never hear the end of it. I suppose not, but remember what Hagrid said. This is all in good fun. The important thing is to train on NIFFLERS. The treasure hunt is just a way to help us do that. Try telling that to Merula. Sebastian and I had better get going. There are still plenty of places in August we have yet to search. Alright, Sophie and I ought to be going as well. Good luck, Timberly. With how serious Merula is about winning, we are going to need it. Oh my god. Merula is laughing and Ben is like, what? Because that is Ben's Niffler. What just happened? Oh, little Niffler. Oh dear. Timberly, help. Merula blew up my Niffler. I can see that. Merula, why would you do this? Well, because it's hilarious for one, and it will keep you occupied while Lorelei and I find all the treasures. Merula, you're the worst, the worst. Calm down, you can admit this is hilarious. Don't you think this is hilarious, Ironclaw? Yes. I admit I find the sight of a giant Niffler kind of funny. But that doesn't make it right, Merula. What you did here was wrong and dangerous. Ben is right, with a Niffler this big, someone could get hurt. Then you and Ben have your work cut out for you. Better deal with Sebastian before he destroys the school. Good luck. I'll take care of this. Ben, wait, look how nervous Sebastian is right now. Oh, he's so cute. If we start throwing spells at him while he's distressed like this, he might run away from us. Think how much damage he could do then. I suppose you're right, we will need to get Sebastian to calm down first. Come on, Timberly, let's use our most calming tone of voice to get Sebastian to relax. Right, then we will be able to shrink us safely without risking collateral damage. Can Sophie help, maybe? Sophie, help us get Sebastian to calm down. She gonna show that to him? Oh, distracting. I suppose that's one way to calm down a Niffler. Now it's our chance, Timberly. Alright, Sebastian, time to return to your normal size. Reducio. Ooh. Thanks, Sophie. Your help was just what we needed. A dance. Ugh. Sebastian, are you alright? You two are no fun at all. I will get you for this, Merula. Calm down, it's not as if anyone got hurt. That's not the point. Let's see how you like it. Reducio. No, not on the Niffler. You should have done it on yourself, on her. Oh. Lorelei, where did you go? How does it feel to get that taste of your own medicine? Lorelei. You don't understand, this is bad. What don't we understand, Merula? Lorelei's training has been hit and miss. She behaves well enough when I'm around, but the second I turn my back, she reverts her old Niffler ways and steals every shiny thing in sight. It might have something to do with the way I trained her. I thought the firm hand approach was flawless. That hasn't happened with me and my Niffler, but we chose the gentle hand approach. Are you saying there's a tiny Niffler on the loose that wants to steal every shiny thing it sees? Yes, and it's all your fault. Everyone calm down, we can figure this out, but first you both need to take a deep breath. Once you've collected yourself, let's meet in the Great Hall and come up with a plan to catch the tiny Niffler. From huge super big Niffler to tiny Niffler. Oh god, wait, what? Why is one of the Nifflers laying on the floor like that? What is happening? Which one is... This one is mine, right? This one is Ben's. I heard there's a ghost stealing shiny things. Objects are moving as if on their own. Someone stole Penny's necklace. She's heartbroken. No, not the necklace. Did you hear there's a thief on the loose and it's stealing valuables from all over the school? Not good. Are we all calm and ready to talk this through like adults? I don't see the point of having Ben here, since this is all his fault. My fault? This is all your fault. Perhaps not. If you hadn't used Engorgio to make Sebastian a giant, none of this would have happened. It was just a joke, and you knew one would get hurt. But now, thanks to you, little Lorelei is rampaging around the school, stealing everything she sees. I even heard Penny's gold necklace was stolen. That's your fault too. Your firm hand training method doesn't work. As if your gentle hand method was so much better, you couldn't even get the giant Sebastian to move. That's only because he was so worked up about being turned into a giant. I've heard enough out of both of you. None of this is helping us solve the problem at hand. Surely, Ironclaw, you will agree that Ben is at fault, or did you want to blame me too? Both. Honestly, both of you have been acting completely ridiculous. Neither of you had any business growing or shrinking each other's nifflers. But what's done is done. All that matters now is come up with a solution. We need to think of a way to catch Lorelei and get everyone their stuff back. If we put our heads together and discuss the problem, I'm sure we can think of a way out of this mess. Oh Jesus, Sebastian is really worn out. He's sleeping on the table. Oh god. Alright, it's agreed. We will set a trap for Lorelei in the courtyard. We will pool all of our leprechaun gold and use it as bait. Do we really need to pool all of our gold? Surely a few coins will do. No, it has to be everything. A shiny bait needs to be more enticing than anything else found at Hogwarts. Ah, fine, but I'm only doing this for Lorelei. Once we set out the gold, we lie in wait for Lorelei to appear. Then we spring the trap. That's right, we will cast Engorgio and return Lorelei to her original size. We can do this, but only if we do it together. Deal? Deal. Deal. Alright, let's go catch a tiny Niffler. Okay, it's time to set up the trap. Here, that's all the leprechaun gold that we have found so far. If that doesn't attract the tiny Niffler, nothing will. It's certainly gotten Sophie and Sebastian's attention. How is your Niffler so well behaved, Ironglow? The two of us have built quite a strong bond, and I think they help us understand one another. This had better work. It took a lot of effort to gather all that gold. But if I can get Lorelei back, it just might be worth it. You know that this is all because you chose the wrong training method, right? Okay, if you say one more word, I'm going to shrink you down to the size of a thimble. But I'm right, aren't I? The gentle hand method with positive reinforcement is superior to the firm hand method with strict discipline. I tend to agree. I think the gentle hand method with positive reinforcement is better. I chose to train Sophie with the gentle hand and it's worked out quite well. Exactly, that's precisely why I think the gentle hand is the best. You know what I think would be best? Both of you shutting up so we can focus on getting Lorelei back. We've set out the bait. All we need to do is lay low and wait for Lorelei to appear. Oh, there she is. That's too heavy for you. You're too small. That gold coin is moving. It must be Lorelei. Quick, catch her before she escapes. Help me out, Sophie. Let's do this together. So cute. Ah, and Gorjo. To do it together. That she listens so well. Adorable. Ooh. I wonder how that feels to be shrinked and like, yeah. Thanks for the assist, Sophie. Nice shot, Timberly. Everyone's back together in their proper size. Come here, Lorelei. Don't ever run away like that again, alright? Well, so much for the treasure, Aunt. There's no way to find out who would have been the winner after all this. It would have been me, of course. You don't know that. I was finding lots of treasure until you sabotaged this whole thing. You're the one who shrunk my Niffler and triggered Lorelei's rampage, Copper. Stop it, both of you. Haven't you two quarreled enough? I'll be happy to stop you as soon as Marula apologizes. Ridiculous. It's you who should apologize to me, Copper. I still think that both of you are at fault and both of you need to apologize. Marula, when you blew up Ben Sniffler with the Guardian, you sabotaged the whole treasure hunt. Not to mention putting the school at risk of a giant Niffler rampage. The school would have been fine, probably. But when you shrank Marula's Niffler... Ben, when you shrank Marula's Niffler with Reduce, you ended the treasure hunt for good. Marula might have started it, but what you did resulted in consequences that were felt by the whole school. Suppose you have a point. Marula, I'm sorry I shrank your Niffler. I probably shouldn't have blown up your Niffler. I'm sorry, Copper. There, now, do we feel better? Because we still have much to do. Like what? We found Lorelei and the treasure hunt is all but over. The first thing we need to do is return everything that Lorelei stole. After that, we will search the rest of Hogwarts for every remaining piece of leprechaun gold. But Nifflers still need to finish the training after all. All of us are going to finish this treasure hunt together. Okay, I guess we found it. All of them. Would you look at that? You found every last bit of leprechaun gold. The treasure hunt got a little complicated, so we decided to pool our resources and work together. That's good. I was worried about the competition getting too serious. I heard about the business with the giant Niffler and the tiny Niffler too. Yeah. Shame. But I'm glad you were able to pull together and make things right. As the gold is already combined, I suppose there's no point trying to pick a winner. It's too bad, it probably would have been me. Especially after I won that extra piece of gold in the potions classroom. Well, remember, training your Nifflers was the whole reason we did all this. If anyone wins, you ought to be the one who did the best job training the Niffler. Let's talk about the different methods you used. What worked and what didn't. I thought being a strict disciplinary with Lorelei would be the perfect way to train her. It seemed to work at first, but the second I turned my back, she reverted to her old ways. That's because your training didn't change what the Niffler wanted, the cause of underlying behavior. When you were around to correct her, Lorelei behaved well enough. But she still wanted to grab every shiny thing inside, so when you weren't around, that's what she did. She saw things were different with Sebastian. Ben rewarded him when he found leprechaun gold, but not when he grabbed other shiny things. Eventually, Sebastian wanted to find leprechaun gold more and was less interested in other treasures. Perhaps that's why the gentle hand approach that Ben and I used was so effective. Yep, the gentle hand approach got I can't even read when it's like that. Yep, the gentle hand approach got the cause of the Niffler's underlying behavior. Changing a creature's behavior is difficult in any case. I think all of you did an admirable job training your Nifflers. But this one of you whose Niffler listened to its training commands when they really counted. I'm talking about Sophie, of course. Yeah, she's a good girl. If not for Sophie, our Nifflers might not ever got back to their proper size. It's true, Sophie did as I asked when it mattered most. But you chose the same soppy, gentle hand training method Ben did, why is your Niffler so different? It's got to be the bond, of course. Timberlake spent the most time building a connection with her Niffler. There's nothing more important to working with creatures than the trust between creatures and trainer. For that reason, I hereby declare Timberlake to be the greatest Niffler trainer at Hogwarts. What do you think, Timberlake? Do you accept the title? Yes. Gladly. Sophie and I worked hard to earn that title. Then it's yours. You should be proud of the work you've done. Oh, brother. Good job, Sophie. Here's the real question. What's going to happen with all that gold? Ah, well, I meant to tell you earlier, the thing about leprechaun gold is... it disappears. What? I meant to tell you, but you rushed off before I could say anything. I want to thank you all because of your efforts. I've got a good idea how to train Nifflers. With a little more time, I think any of these Nifflers would make fun treasure finders for Gringotts or anyone else. Especially yours, Timberlake. I thought for sure we'd win the treasure hunt, but this is pretty good too. Perhaps we could send you a Niffler off to Gringotts as a genuine treasure finder. What do you think? Or send you a Niffler off to be an official treasure finder, Timberlake? Yeah. Sure, as long as Sophie comes back to me safe and sound. Glad to hear, Timberlake. Your Niffler's got what it takes to be the best. As for Sebastian and Lorelei, they've got a loving home waiting for them back to Ministry. But you can go visit them whenever you want. We better, I'm not letting Lorelei go so easily. Do you think you will have another Niffler treasure hunt someday, Hagrid? I hope so, Ghibli, I hope so. And to then I'm glad I got friends like the lot of you to count on. And we're glad to have a friend like you, Hagrid. And that is done, the treasure hunt complete. And we got some points with Hagrid. Awesome, so that is how we level up with him. And like doing more quests with Dobby is probably the way we level up the friendship with him. I guess, side quests and such. Well, that is all for that little time limited side quest. But that is all for today's episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I would suggest you would leave a like. I would really appreciate that. And if you enjoy my content, I hope you would like to subscribe, and I hope that we see each other for my next video. Bye guys.